Hello, everyone. Hello, Bibs. Hello, Pictrable. Hello, Teal Chorus. Hello, Nom Nom Freshman. Hello, Rainbow Phase. Hello, Keen. Nice to see you. Um, so, it's been a bad couple weeks for streaming time. I've had very busy evenings and weekends. But I wanted to get back in this. Did I get a haircut? Yes. I am fat. Oh, here's the title screen music. I guess they decided to try again. I may need to re-sound balance a little. I think it'll still be roughly okay, but let me know if the background sounds too loud. So I'm back. I'm still playing Avowed. I am not picking up where I left off, emphatically. I have gone through 2.5 major areas in the game out of, I believe, 4. So expect to not have any context for what's going on. Just how it's gonna be, I'm afraid. I would not have made it through this game streaming the whole time. Too much time spent running around side questing and stuff. It would have taken so many sessions if I committed to never playing this off stream. So I don't regret my choices. Plus now you'll just get to see, suddenly you'll have to try and piece together what the plot is based on where I am. How are you liking this game? I've heard mixed things. I like it okay. I think it does some things really well. I think it's got really good,
I wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear about the whole Tama thing.
Thanks, Marius.
Okay, my
That
party.
means a lot.
I'm just gonna. Let's not have my party members talking while I'm talking. Yes, I have a party now. I've all 4 of them. They are here. What was I saying? Right, I like this game okay. I think the standout thing about it is the, I guess you'd call it level design. It's not discrete levels, of course, but the level, the areas. It's got a really nice, not really open world. Semi-open, semi-linear. It's a very nice compromise. Between purely linear end-to-end areas and, you know, the giant, sprawling, really problematically aimless open worlds that you get in a lot of, like, Ubisoft games and similar things. This is a world that does not feel like it's got a bunch of bullshit that's just there to fill up the map. It all feels pretty custom-tooled. And it's got a lot of just fun little surprises to find. You can find quests off the beaten path sometimes. You can find little optional side areas. You can find cool items. And you can find, you know, materials for just upgrading your stuff, which is a very nice, generic, fungible reward they can give you for doing stuff. And they've done some pretty clever, like, ooh, we're going to hide a little puzzle over here. And if they happen to see that there's a sequence of ledges they can jump on, you know, they can go up here, and then they'll find this little roof with a skeleton and a guy who's got, you know, a thing they can use to upgrade their sword. Like, it's got a lot of nice detail just painted throughout it. And it feels like you're rewarded for just being like, huh, I wonder if I can get over there. And not rewarded in a way that makes it, that's like so rewarding that you feel like you're missing out if you're not scouring the entire map and finding everything. So in my opinion, that's the best thing about this game. Good area design, good world. And it's, you know, it's colorful and attractive as well. It's a very nice art style they've gone with, where it's not full-on realism. It's a bit stylized. What was that? It looks vaguely drunk. Kind of wobbling there. Well, he's immune to my bullets, so I suppose I'll leave him be. Or I'm out of effective range. It's fine. We don't need to murder right now. Yeah, that's really good. The music, the ambiance, all really good. I think the progression and combat, like, mechanically, is fine. I think I do want to turn down the in-game volume a little bit. Let's bring general down a bit, and let's bring voices down, because I noticed my companions seemed very loud compared to other stuff when I was trying to talk over them. We'll go like this for now. Yeah, the progression, the mechanics are okay. I think it's a decent compromise between RPG elements and just, you know, action kill stuff. The action combat is certainly better than, like, you know, Skyrim, which isn't a very high bar. But, you know, if you're gonna make an action RPG... If you're gonna make an action RPG, it really has to be more responsive and interesting than, e.g., Skyrim. And it is. You can build around blocking, you can build around dodging, you can build around melee, you can build around ranged, you can spam spells, like, you do legitimately have different options that play out differently. If there's a dominant strategy, I'm not really sure, because I haven't had to look hard for one. I'm just playing on normal difficulty, and the game, I've gotten to a point where the game is pretty easy, for the most part. And I didn't have to, like, min-max my build or anything. I've been very diligent about finding upgrade materials. That's probably the worst thing about the progression, is there is a particular game mechanic. You can see different things are like different tiers, so I've got some things that are exceptional and some things that are the tier above that, which is superb. Basically, every area, you'll find enemies among two different tiers. In the first area, it was normal, which is the lowest tier, and fine, which is the second tier. And the second area had tier 2 and 3. This area has tier 3 and 4. I imagine the last area will have tier 4 and 5. So you can upgrade existing items, which is nice, because it means if you get a cool, unique weapon in, like, the first area, you can actually use it throughout the whole game, which I've been doing with this electro pistol. Without having to just be like, oh, well, because this is from the first area, this is now useless, because I'm in the second area. And so that's nice. My beef is, there's a mechanic by which enemies that are of a certain tier take significantly reduced damage from weapons of any tier below that. So, in any given area, if you end up on the wrong side of that tier split, like you go into the second area with fine equipment, which is tier 2, if you wander off the path and find tier 3 enemies, they're not, like, impossible to kill, but they're very damage spongy if you're trying to hit them with a weapon below their tier. And so sometimes the encounters are just kind of impossible, sometimes they're just very tedious if you're trying to punch above your weight like that. So my biggest critique of that aspect of the gameplay is that it feels like anytime you hit a new area, the absolute first thing you have to prioritize is gathering upgrade materials, is either finding a new weapon of the higher tier, or, more likely, gathering all the upgrade materials you can so that you can upgrade whatever you're already using to the next tier. Because when you hit that break point, its damage against enemies of that tier, like, doubles. So, it's a bit unnatural. Can you find upgrade mats in the prior area? Kind of. You can only find upgrade materials for the next tier in that tier's new area. So, like, in the second area, you can find all the upgrade materials that let you upgrade tier 2 to tier 3. However, you can break down higher level items and upgrade materials to get more lower ones, and you can combine lower tier ones into higher tier ones. So you don't get nothing for finding materials of a lower tier, because you can cobble them to get it's like getting a third or a quarter of an upgrade material for your current tier. So I like the upgrade system. I don't think they should have had the additional damage reduction across tiers, because that means there's this one massively important breakpoint every zone, and nothing else makes anywhere near that amount of difference in how effective you are in combat. So it feels a little gamey there. I would probably have just, you know, the weapons already get big boosts from being upgraded, so I'm not really sure they needed to also make it so you deal even less damage if you're trying to use a lower tier weapon. What is, fighting outside your weight class is half the fun? Yeah, it can be. I would say this game's combat is reasonably engaging, but not so well designed that I'm very interested in fighting above my weight class. It's not like, you know, a FromSoft game where you can just solo vastly more powerful enemies by being godlike with your skill. You know, you can do a naked run through the game or whatever just by being a fucking pro gamer. It's not quite that. It's not that responsive, it's not that deep. Nor was I expecting it to be, so I don't particularly enjoy fights where it's like, well, this fight would be manageable if I were doing more than 2 damage to these enemies, but I need one more thing to upgrade my gun again. What's your favorite weapon type, least favorite? I haven't tried all of them. Initially, I was, trying two-hander melee weapons, and I liked that well enough. I tried out a one-hander and a shield. I was using a bow for a long time, but this electro pistol is so fucking fun that basically the strategy that I ended up with is my normal loadout is pistol and shield. I barely use the shield, honestly. I could probably just get rid of it. Because I mostly dodge rather than blocking, but it's fun to go for parries, so I kept the shield for that reason. And the pistol's very effective at up to medium range, and it's hit scan. There's no arc you have to account for, unlike with a bow. And with the perks and stuff that I've got, it reloads almost as fast as a bow. So I just power shot to the head over and over as enemies go down. And then I have an arquebus, the two-hander rifle, for longer range. I would prefer to have a bow so that I had a stealthier option. But in the end, I haven't... Compared to, like, Skyrim stealth archery, where you can just one-shot enemies from a million miles away, stealth archery in this, while powerful, was not quite as practical. Enemies are much more frequently encountered in large camps and groups, and so usually you can't pull the Skyrim trick of shoot a guard in the head from 500 meters away. All his friends are like, what was that noise? But don't actually, like, look for you at all, and you pick them all off one by one. Enemies tend to take a little more notice than that. And I found more guns than I did bows, so in the end I decided to just go gun and bigger gun as my two weapons. Now, what was I doing? That's right, I need to go see the wizard. I need to go see a man about a dog. Actually, I believe the wizard is a woman, if I remember correctly. So we're out here, and we need to get into a mystical temple of some variety, and a barrier has been put up around it by this wizard, so we need to go see the wizard, very likely fight and kill them, in order to get the barrier down, so we can go in and do our temple shenanigans, do our Legends of the Hidden Temple, and we need to bring a different companion. This is our party. Kai is best boy. Marius kind of sucks. He's fine mechanically, but he's boring, and his personality is like, I don't like anything, and I don't want to, I'm uninterested in everything aggressively. And I complain sarcastically a lot. Giada's pretty nice. She's fun. She's the healer barrier companion, so she's one of my favorites mechanically. But for this adventure, we need our wizard. Our old furry Ewok lady wizard who's very diadem coded. She's very pink. She has no problem talking about how she fucks like a tiger. But she's like, you can't really tell how old she is exactly because she's not human, but it's the sense that I get is that she's like in her 50s by human approximation, so it's neat. You can hear the admiration. Indeed. Indeed. Can we turn the dwarf into a Mashoosh? Not that I'm aware of, no. Unfortunately, no. I have not had any opportunity to transform any of my companions into Mashoosh. We need to go... Let's go here, and then I'll just run around. Instead of looking 4 stairs down. Alright. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Have we found clues as to why we are Mashoosh? Yes. So we have, although a lot of the revelations were things like, I was like, oh, well, that's just what I already assumed was the case. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's funny the extent to which there hasn't yet been like a, oh my god, I never would have guessed that. So we are a godlike of the god of this land, who is the voice that's been talking to us. And they were like imprisoned someplace called the Garden, and we are trying to find them, because theoretically they can cure the Dream Scourge, which is our goal in this game. Except, like, all signs suggest that they are the source of the Dream Scourge. Like, maybe it's more nuanced than that, but that seems really likely, and has seemed really likely for a really long time. So, I'm kind of assuming we're gonna get there and kill them, and that's going... They're the Urn Ebonward, kind of, yeah. They're more childlike and confused and don't seem actively malicious, but, like, I kind of have the vibe that we're gonna have to destroy them if we want to clear the Dream Scourge. Or that at least that will be a way we can deal with the Dream Scourge. I imagine there's going to be multiple ways to resolve that main plot point of this game. Ooh. Frozdeden. That's right! They said this wizard is an ice mage. Just gonna pick some plants real quick. Like you do when you're on your way to Grandma's house. Give. Ah, okay, that's how I get back here. Alright. Let's go to, Freezeezy Peak.
Quiet as the depths.
Okay, that gets rid of the minions. As you can see, I've got a little perk that helpfully slows down time while I am holding a power shot on the pistol.
Even more bodies. Oh, gosh.
Into the hole.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringrim character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
I think that's because you're
That's
mostly
fair.
shirtless and it looks
That's a
very cold.
clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us.
Fear can be an effective tool in so many places.
Yes, that's exactly why Ringrim has made a weapon of it.
Good thing we've got our own wizard. Can you get us in?
Of course.
No,
I can.
game ends.
All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Yes, actually. Once a university told me I couldn't look at an archive of Archimere's research. The section that housed those tomes was blocked by a spell akin to this one, which I remedied.
If only they'd known to put them on a higher shelf.
I did leave them a small note, spritzed with a lovely floral scent, of course. One should always say thank you. We should get going, but stay close. I don't know what happens next.
They're welcoming us?
Alright. Spell illusion!
I was prepared for heat, sandstorms, monsters.
Is this actual environmental hazard? No, I don't take damage or anything. Oh, okay, but it's very vision obscuring, and there's no map.
He's trying to scare us off, but we won't let him, will we?
Nothing this way, it would appear? Can't wait to find the Augur of Dun Lane in here.
What a frosty welcome.
They haven't really done screen obscuring particles like this in any other area of the game so far.
I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful?
How goes Avowed so far? You can rewind a little bit if you want a longer...
A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
If you want a longer form answer, but for the most part, good. I mean, I'm still playing it. I'm gonna finish it. I don't know if I'll play it a second time. Probably not. But I didn't finish Outer Worlds, so it's a step in the right direction for Obsidian, I would say. This game's side quests feel a lot less MMO fillery than Twigs. Thank you for the follow. This game's side quests feel a lot less like MMO filler compared to Outer Worlds. Also, there's something I can grab over here. Ooh, I found a man. A raw trout and a strangely marked Zorip spear.
That's one creative Zara. Look at its spear.
Is there any replay value? Potentially, yeah. I'd have to, like, finish the game, probably, and then also kind of look at a guide or try a second playthrough. Allegedly, there's a lot of decisions that do things, including even seemingly minor ones that pay off or are directly referenced later on. And I have seen one or two things. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm kind of surprised they bothered to remember that. How much the gameplay experience really differs by you making different choices, that I don't know. And I'm skeptical it differs very much.
Ah, visitors. Do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind.
Ooh. She talking to us through ghosts.
Do you wish to find me in my town? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We gotta get into that town?
That's-
Yardsley brought her ladder.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
This is an interesting little set design. This is very, Legion Castlevania over here. This is a pretty nice, like, reveal coming out of here to see this. Not like, you know, walking up on Amarat for the first time, Final Fantasy XIV, but, like, not much is on that tier.
And an entire village. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again. 'Village perished because it wouldn't put the
going on. I am gonna need subtitle. I can barely make out what this illusion bitch is saying. Conversation subtitles. I think there's a setting for background chatter subtitles. Character subtitles? Show subtitles from nearby character chatter. Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn that on. I've had it off for most of the game because it usually annoys me, but I'm never gonna fucking hear what this bitch is saying otherwise. How long do you think you'll stream today? I don't know. A couple hours at least. I don't have anything else I need to do this evening.
Ring room scenes. Skeletons. This I can handle.
Skeleton warriors. Skeleton warriors. What are we looking at here? Where's a man? Oh, there's a man. Also, something that I don't know if I've really seen in other games, and it's, like, crazy that I can't think of it being in other games. Very, very nice that your companions will shout out, like, on your left, or on your right, or behind you, to kind of clue you in to enemies that are not, you know, directly in front of you, who might be running up on you or shooting you from range. It is very, very nice. It makes it way easier to kind of keep track of what's going on in combat when it's chaotic, without having to just, like, rely on the mini-map exclusively! Whoop! Taunt that guy? Okay. Coming from my right, he said. Yeah, you can just hang out for a while, buddy.
You can make the decision the village cannot and restore the statue. I will see inside my tower.
I'm guessing she hasn't had company.
An exceptional sword. Okay, see, that's good. I would not have even fucking processed that she said that if I hadn't read the subtitle. I need to restore the statue. What do we have in here? Okay, I didn't mean to immediately go down a slip and slide, but let's see what's going on down here. Oh, hello, sir. Okay, there's a guy over there. There's a guy in my face. There we go. A few action games you play do that. Can't remember specifics. Yeah. It's a nice feature. It's the kind of thing, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, action-heavy games like, I don't know, like a Call of Duty or something, or a Gear of War might do something like that, and it wouldn't surprise me. But I don't think I've seen it in an ARPG before. Oh, hey, look. Hey there, spider. Get this priest first so he doesn't heal a bunch of people. There we go. Looks like this is the only guy left. Oh, nope, there's one more. Alright. This, the palette, of this place really reminds me of, the ice cavern in, Ocarina of Time. I don't remember what its actual specific name was. Maybe it was the ice cavern, frost cavern, I don't know. But the place you have to do, before the water temple. forgot ghosts explode after they die. Oh, you moved him, Kai. I was gonna shoot him, and then you moved him with your sword. Get out of here, skeleton monk.
That's done.
You're right. It's called Ice Cavern or Cave. I see. Oh, there actually is a map for this. A lot of these side areas, like, just don't have them. You'll never guess what the bottom of the well is called. I'm gonna guess Gerudo's Domain.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
To stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Then I'll let you hold it.
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
Give me the push-ups. Aram here with the callbacks. When I do an audition and it's pretty good, but they're not ready to cast yet, I get a callback. Ooh. That's interesting. I think, some of the enemies here are actually dropping the next tier of upgrade material, even though I'm still in the 3rd area. That's kind of nice. Get a head start on that. I don't think I have checked out this yet. See if there's anything under the water. Under the sea. Da da da. Under the sea. That's not the tune of that song. Under the sea. Under the sea. Everyone is here and we're under the sea. Darling, it's better under the sea. That's where we are. Even though we are under the sea. Under the sea is where we are. Under the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This went on for 30 minutes.
Looks like that piece you found fits in the statue.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story. Let's check around here once more. Maybe we can find something that'll give us a hint. Oh, and Ringgrim left us a book.
A book?
See what it says. And you aren't? Ringgrim even took the time to set the scene. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come. And the village could not make a decision to
It's
save
a
itself.
spell book.
It looks like she wants us to know this story, so I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. First, though, we find the rest of the statue.
Keep your eyes open and your hand on your hilt.
Okay, so
Nothing about this place feels right.
it's a heart, a head, and a hand that I need. Okay. Alright, so the heart was just up one of these, if I remember. Oh, the what? The... Oh, okay.
Coming in hot.
Ah, okay. The head and the hand it's giving me markers for. That's nice. This place seems like it would be pretty easy to get turned around in. Skeleton! Stay in one place, please. Oh. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. There we go. Ow! He is no longer in one place. I need you to taunt all these guys, please. What are you doing back here, fella? Oh. Just hanging out. Fighting Yatsley, I guess. Or the slow-mo. Okay. So the reason Kai is best boy, personality aside, is that he has 2 taunts. He is just far and away the best party member to have if you are any flavor of anything that doesn't want to just be in melee with everyone all the time. And even if you do want to be in melee, there's only so fast you can kill people. It's still useful to have someone else taunting things to keep, you know, half of the enemies off of you. So yeah, Kai's just kind of great. Let's taunt that. Ow! Ow! Get out of here. Small ruinous blight. It is repeatedly gaining shield. Oh, it's from this guy. Okay, get out of here, priest. You god botherer. Slow that down. I haven't really gotten used to using Yaxley's abilities yet. And she's a mage, so most of her power is in her abilities. No, I don't want to be in your aura, sir. I don't know what it does, but it's scary. Woo! How much of the PC is of the devil? How much of the PC? Should I sacrifice some... Oh. Hang on. Should I sacrifice some to the CPU specific? Oh, okay. I had to reverse back several messages in chat to have any idea what the thread of conversation was. I see. A blood sacrifice. I see, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm sorry you sliced your finger on your computer fans. I thought computer fans were generally just made of, like, plastic kind of materials that would be pretty difficult to slice your finger on, even if you applied pressure in the right direction. Hello, bench dude. We are also doing callbacks. Let's see. Oh. I do like to say hup out loud when I parkour in this game. Oh, there's the hand. Okay, and they gave me a little Bethesda passage back this way. And then the head. Man, that's the second time I've failed to jump that 1 foot wide gap because I keep not seeing it. Anything can cut you at a high enough speed. I mean, yes, true. That was how fast they were going. Wait, did you stick your hand into the fan while it was fanning? If so, that feels like an avoidable situation. That feels like a you problem. Not all the way. Why any of the way? Personally, I only use computer fans made out of knives and barbed wire. It scares the air into moving faster. I don't like your tone. I don't like what you're accusing me of. Oh. Ooh. Purple backpack. And a potato held by a long-dead goblin. A bounty, to be sure.
That's done.
Oh, that's cool. It's like, it's like in amusement parks where they'll build a tunnel that's got water on all sides of it. or like water that's rushing around it that they've like perfectly isolated there with physics. Well, that seems like the straightforward way, so let's try this little side place first. Oh. Can I get out of the water, please? I don't want to drown. Oh, hello, sir. Don't mind my dropping in. Oh, he didn't like that one. That pun was terrible! I'll kill you! There's probably builds for the combat I could play that would also be like more engaging. Because since I'm playing ranged even at all ranges, my only real goal positioning wise is to just stay away from enemies. Whereas if I was using like a melee weapon, I would have to be more mindful of where I was moving and like what enemies I was trying to stay away from and which ones I was trying to close distance with. Oh, that's a ranger. I don't want to be in your line of sight. There we go. Ow. Asshole. Would you fucking get... Yeah. Please taunt this thing. I don't want it. There we go. Yeah, you two play together for a second while I shoot these rangers in the face. There we go. I can get it in its fleshy underbelly. There we go. Oh, he hasn't figured out that his things can't get past that upper cave lip. Sorry, sir. If you used a bow, you would know that by now. Ah, this is the one significant bug I found in this game. Sometimes a particular enemy will just become no hitboxed to me. Until I, like, switch weapons or do other things. But, like, you saw me definitely shooting through that thing, right? I don't know if it happens with, like, all weapon types or if it's specific to guns or what. But, since guns is all I use when it happens with them, it's very obvious because they're otherwise hit scan. If it was like a bow, it might be easier for me to just assume I'd accidentally missed, but with the gun, it's pretty unambiguous. All bugs are significant if you have the eyes of an avid entomologist. You're correct. I was encoding some video to see if saving the trails read-through might be feasible. Ah, I see. Yeah, I am planning to do that myself this weekend also. On my list of to-do things for this weekend is go through my own streams, both the ones on this channel, the few of them that there are, and ones from Surprise Round that are not TTRPGs, like the Trails ones, to get them myself and decide what I want to do with them. I might put them up on my own YouTube, even though that's not... I haven't used it for streaming yet, but I'm probably gonna have to make one to house this channel's VODs if I want to keep them. So they might go on my own YouTube. They might go up on Jello Plays Games, because he is part of that playthrough, and that would certainly be a place where more people would see them.
Don't take it from me. I don't want to die.
Sorry, friend. I don't believe you even exist.
I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long.
Hello, Duckman.
But the Hatra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. What statue? What?
Interesting.
This can't be real.
I don't know what you're talking.
Anyway, fuck you.
I told the other villagers I need it. Don't take the ultra.
You know what? I'll give him something to be happy about.
Is there no other way? Please.
Because you're the one who's here right now, sir. Go delete yourself. I don't believe you ever even existed.
Who is that?
Keep your guard up. Let's get this
Like that XKCD comic. Where it's like, once the regular nightmares stopped, like once I got used to the regular nightmares, they started getting creative. And it's like, please don't wake up. I don't want to die. Is that Matt Mercer? Possibly. I've spotted at least, I think, 2 Matt Mercers and 1 Taliesin Jaffe. All of the Critical Role people are tight with Obsidian. It's really funny. In Pillars of Eternity, the first CRPG they made in this setting. Fuck. I'm sure they gave me a quick way back to where I'm going, and I just ignored it. It's probably this. Yeah.
We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick.
In the first one, in first Pillars of Eternity, you get out of the tutorial, right? Your tutorial companions die. You get to the first town, and standing on the same screen, like basically across the street from one another, are your first 2 actual companions you can get, named Adair and Aloth, and both of them are played by Matt Mercer. So it's just, you get out of town immediately, Matt Mercer standing across the street from Matt Mercer, and you can just immediately talk to both and add them both to your party. And it's really funny because I didn't, that was kind of right before Matt Mercer became like a household name, because it was just before Critical Role got on people's radars. And so, like, maybe they could almost have gotten away with it there. And indeed, I didn't know Matt Mercer by name and voice right now. Here, there you go, Nom Nom Freshman. I've added permitted term cum. I didn't know Matt Mercer by name at that time. So, props to him. It's not super obvious if you're not already familiar with Matt Mercer. But if you do know Matt Mercer's voice, which now most people who play any consequential amount of, like, RPG-adjacent games do, it's very obvious. It's just slightly southern, gritty Matt Mercer, and prim and proper Matt Mercer are your 2 friends there. Putting them on Jello Plays Games would really push those to mainstream. As much as I love that series, I don't know if the general public are ready for cum stream. You're correct. You had a rough day? Here, take 2 Matt Mercers. Take 2 Matt Mercers and call me in the morning. Oh ho. Alright.
Here goes.
Oh, this one random guy. The cage was open, man. You could have left any time.
It'll all be fine. Or at least exciting.
I miss my other companion with the heal. She made staying at max health all the time very easy. Let's have a look around. Going to look at everything other than where the game wants me to go first, naturally. Wizard's been studying the Mashoosh.
Unfortunately, I still have reading to do.
Oh, okay, she's gonna stick some skeletons on me. That's fine.
Amuse yourself with these skeletons when I finish this paragraph.
Unless by amuse myself with the skeletons, she means the skeletons are gonna come out and immediately give me a handy, which is maybe possible, but maybe wishful thinking. I hear of this. I always hear of this infamous cum stream, yet I can never locate it. Yeah, I can grab a link for you after I've amused myself with these skeletons if no one else gets to it first. It is a stream from our Trails from Zero playthrough. Oh, Explodey Ghost. Not getting me with that one this time. Magic missile. Oh, there's another fucking priest somewhere healing these guys. 8. There we go. Alright. Where are you, sir? Nope, that's a spider. There he is. Another priest. There we go. I like that Yatsli's magic is all pink as well. Both, like, aesthetically and personality-wise, truly diadem coded. Yep, this guy is glitching for me. Let's try the other gun. Okay, there we go. Oh! Oh, more guys. So this is why I say, like, the combat's, like, fine. Like, this is definitely more engaging than, like, fighting 4 Draugrs in Skyrim, you know? But, like, I wouldn't say it feels intensely strategic to me, at least. But, I don't know, some of that might be the product of the difficulty I'm playing on, so I don't want to just be like, oh, a silly game for babies, doesn't take any effort. But, like, you can see that in this particular case, there's not a lot going on with the environment. It's kind of just spawning waves of guys, and I'm mowing them down one after another, and it, like, doesn't really feel like I'm particularly in danger of anything going wrong. It's just a matter of, like, how long is it gonna take? How many guys is it gonna spawn? Oh, some more guys. Where's the leader? Oh. But again, as I said earlier, it would require a little more strategy of me if I were playing, like, melee or something, instead of just move away from enemies and shoot them repeatedly with gun. But, like, that's a valid way to play.
Another win, but who's counting?
Let's see. Drop a quick heal. Pick up sticks. My favorite game to play as a child. Hoop and sticks. Oops, Stream Elements is deleting a shit ton of message. Oh, it's because people are trying to link cum stream. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. Here's cum stream. Sorry, let me scroll back and look at everything that just transpired. Talking about Trails streams. I don't think I laughed that hard ever. Cum stream was certainly a magical experience. If Nightbot is here, I'm about to get shot. Yeah, no. It was a massacre. Okay. Thought your favorite childhood game would have been MTG? Yes. It probably was. It depends on what part of my childhood we're talking about. Anyway.
Oh, look at the 3 of you. It's like something out of a book.
A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
She's younger than I expected. Although she is an elf.
We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable all at once.
I will refrain from
We're
comment.
done with the formality of defeating the skeleton.
Is that is that Colleen Clinkenbeard? What was that all
I
about?
needed you to understand me, yourself, and the gravity of our collective situation. Well, your situation. I'm mostly just an interested observer. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle?
Uh-oh. Was I supposed to be paying attention? I shouldn't have been streaming this. Yeah, can we not? I'll humor you.
Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones.
Oh, yeah, I killed that guy, like, immediately.
If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me.
I've
or the
never
other
seen a
archmages.
godlike as
It's
absolutely
what we leave
uggo as
behind.
you.
What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand?
Time to create stranger things.
For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest.
A mushroom
Show
man.
me if you live up to it. A god? One that I don't know? No wonder my spells have been useless. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel.
If the first thing someone says about a plague is how fascinating it is, during said plague, they might be a weird asshole. It's true.
Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. A good question, with possibly worrying
Like,
answers.
like will recognize
Severing
lichen.
alpha like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. I'd focus on survival first, Envoy. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course.
Ja!
Can't wait.
Ja!
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
The way this game does the conversation camera is really funny because they use this sort of like, you know, over the shoulder shot, reverse shot angle for who you're talking to, but anytime one of your companions like has an aside to make, it's always this sort of like Jim from The Office ass like slightly off kilter angle where they're like addressing the camera directly.
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me borrow some? Off we go. This just happened, right?
Oh, that's cool how they cut straight
I
into the
didn't imagine it.
conversation view here.
Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
I don't know, you're holding it right below the camera. Ringrim has taken notice of you. Your fate may be tied to hers.
We can only hope. But business first.
For those who who weren't here for the first stream, the pattern we've established. I will read all of the special Court Augur exclusive dialogue options out loud, because they're always weird, ominous bullshit.
As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to head into ancient ruins.
Okay, so that goes back to the tower, and this is just, yeah, okay. Okay. Can I fast travel from here? No, I gotta walk out of this place first. Do 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 do. I already know it's Matt Mercer. Tell me about the other people. They should seal Matt Mercer in the Living Lands. Okay, yeah. So, yep. We've already been there. Let's go here. I'll sell some shit that I don't need. Break some stuff down, do any upgrading, and then we're gonna go off to what I assume is gonna be the last little, like, dungeon of this, this part of the game, this third zone. Let's see. Was there a merchant around here? Does it show that on the mini-map? I don't see fucking anyone. Mysterious. Okay, we'll just go into town real quick then.
Who needs... Oh, you're...
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that I will sell for money. What about my money? I only do it for money. Let's see. That I'll break down. That'll sell, that'll sell. That I'll break down. Sell, sell. Yeah, okay.
Oh, hey, Autumn. Welcome.
Just gonna see if I can buy any more of the, like, very rare exclusive upgrade materials that I need to raise one or two other things to the next tier. I'm sort of skeptical. You usually can only buy a very small number of them and they, like, never replenish, but we'll see. Nope. Okay. Then we'll just go to a camp. Do my sup how's game. Game's pretty good. Wait. Oh, now you want to talk, Marius?
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on.
This is...
Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like.
You weren't even there, Marius. Fuck off.
Right. When things don't make sense. Well, anyway.
This guy...
Before I've done some reading.
I should have known his reaction to that would be, I don't like magic things. Let's never do anything interesting again. I'm Marius. Okay. Yeah, there's not really anything else for me to upgrade right now, then, I don't think, because I am out of corrupted Audra. Oh, alright. Then we'll just be on our way. The second area has a bunch of animancers who are basically, they're magical scientists of a new discipline. Animancy is basically like the study of the direct manipulation of like souls and soul energy. And you go there and Marius is like, ugh, I don't want to go to this place. It's gonna be full of those fucking animancers talking about shit I don't give a fuck about. And you're like, oh, okay, well, you don't have to come then. And he's like, no, I'm coming. And then you go, and you're talking to one of them, and he's like, oh, wake me up when fucking Poindexter is done talking. I'm like, I told you you didn't have to come, man. What are you doing here if all you're gonna do is loudly be like, I don't care about this, la 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 la. Anime-mancers, they know how to conjure step-siblings, laugh track, rim shot. Do a jumpy. There we go. Oh yeah, he's not taunted. I should kill him first. Poor guy, he was on fire and electrocuted. From his corpse I pluck the beetle pie, my hard-won spoils. Doesn't really seem like I'm gonna be able to, Oh, well, maybe. Hang on. This will be really funny. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Glory in the brush.
Leaf is still on cooldown, but I can get his single target taunt on that guy. Oh, that guy's got a gun. No, sir. I'm the only one allowed to shoot people in the face. There we go. Where are your spoils? There we go. Give me that. Give me that lockpick. Give me this glowy sphere. Okay. That's the barrier that we're looking to get to and then dispel. Some more dudes over there. Ooh, and down here. Oh, some Zorops. What do we got? He's walking this way. Oh, missed. There we go. Potato. Potato. Level 20. With the power of potato, I reach my full potential. Let's see. We can finally take stuff from the top tier of abilities. This is pretty good. I've had my eye on that. That's not useful if we're not melee. What do we got here? Maximum attack speed, stamina regen, move speed. Attack speed's not that useful because we're limited by action. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Power attack plus. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're getting that for sure. Probably get that whole line. Get some crazy stun on things. Alright. You may know how to shoot a gun, but do you know how to run around with the gun bouncing in your hand out in front of you?
Keep quiet.
Ooh, ooh. Can we get the pick? Yeah! Ooh. Oh, no. Thought I had both of them. That would have been funny. Eh. Okay. Alright. Give me that. Give me this. I'm going for that grass. Okay. Is it just this one man? One man against the world? Got a lot of health. Not anymore. That's... There we go. Ah, hello, friends. What if I were to jump on you? So is the gun firing magic, or are you carrying around a backpack of ammunition? The gun's firing bullets, but it is a magic gun that has an electricity enchantment on it.
Here it comes.
Hope that gun's firing magic, because he definitely killed a ghost with it earlier. Oh, any gun is fine for a ghost, as long as you have the killing intent. You know, that shit that people are always sensing in anime. Killing Intent is my favorite stabbiness show. Yeah. It's pretty good.
So many dream throws. You think something's wrong with me?
Okay. So that whole thing was a little optional track. We've wrapped around back to here. Oops. He noticed me. Are these guys close enough for me to hit? Nope. Too far. The ones down there haven't quite figured out that this is happening. So... We're gonna fight a minimum number of guys as we can get away with at a time. Oh! Okay, there we go. Those guys are running all over the place. I'm not sure where they think they're going. Lovely kick on this thing. Ah! He did a jumpy on me! Oh. No, sir. Don't want a piece of that. Don't make ghosts like they used to. All it takes is a few bullets and no more hunting for them. It's not like it was. Not like it was. Used to be when we had a proper healthcare system, you could get your ectoplasm looked at for free. You didn't have to wait, 3 weeks just to get an appointment at the office. Nowadays, forget it. You get shot with a gun, then you might as well not even take the ambulance. What is going on, sir? Why are you, like, floating off the ground? Anyway, get out of here. I don't really need to be meticulously looting everything at this point, but it just doesn't feel right to move on with all those little markers still on the radar, you know? And I think the guys down here are the last enemies out here that I'm aware of. He's spitting at me. My rifle is not electric, but it does ricochet bullets onto other enemies when I shoot people. Ow. Well, my party members made it down there somehow. Did they just jump down from here or something? Take a nice relaxing waterfall here. They're still fighting someone. I can't tell who. Oh. Nope. Oh, it's this guy. There we go. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, you little bitch. Whoop. Ow. Too lazy to look for an actual way down. We're just gonna break our legs and then eat some sausage and be fine. Here was a staircase I could have taken to get down here. Let's see if there's anything way down here. Ooh, there's another little thing I can uncover. Oh! Oh!
Ready, Bane.
Don't mind if I do. One man and his candle. Still burning. Impressive, that. Oh, this looks like a little side path. This probably just leads back somewhere else, like... Oh, no, actually this doesn't appear to lead anywhere at all. Oh, well. Do. Back we go. Alright, now enough dicking around. Let's actually get into the dungeon. Okay, I came through here, I went down, I fought the Zarups. Oh, did I actually have to? Was that the only way to get over there? Oh, I guess I have to... Yeah, I had to either go that way or I had to go fight these guys here. I see, I see. Hopefully this leads back up. I don't have to rerun the whole way that I took originally. Ah, okay, that leads back to this ladder shenanigans. Gotcha. From the same writer as The Boy and the Dragon Gay. One man and his candle. Story of our time. Alright. We killed all these guys. Here's the barrier. Oh. Are those a few more guys over there? It looks like they might be. Ooh. Little bit of seaweed. Coming over here. Maybe?
Looks like the gardener hasn't been here in a bit. I don't think we can get through.
Interesting. Yeah, nothing further that way. And just gonna quickly check over here as well. Okay, yeah, we got some men. That's a men, 2 boys. The opposite of that. Boys, 2 men. There we go. Anything neat over here? Not much. Not much. I've been playing more MTG Arena lately. I didn't stream that tonight because I just didn't feel like doing that on stream tonight, but sometime soon. They brought back Foundations for Quick Draft for another, I think it's till like the 17th or so. And I've done one and did okay, and I'd like to do some more. So I'll probably stream that over the weekend. Saturday, maybe.
Raingrim did say the ruins were drawing the dream thralls.
There must have been a battle here long ago. See those metal corpses? We saw them around Naku Tedek, too.
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. To kill godless, I imagine. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akedan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Still, I wonder why they fell. Were they overwhelmed,
The sea
taken by
peoples.
surprise, or something else?
It's a little Bronze Age collapse history reference for you.
No quarter, nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say?
It speaks. I feel like I'm drowning. Swallowed whole in its wants.
Oh, I've been there. But usually only after a bottle or two. It's an unnerving thing to lose yourself in another's torments. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already.
Oh, do I, Oh, okay, she's doing it.
Worthan Roth.
Yahtzee said our element already.
We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Alright, let's track the main quest.
remember.
Oh.
They loved and we loved.
Yeah, no,
in
I heard you the first time. Don't worry. Don't worry, your trigger played. I gotcha. What? Well, I missed at point blank range. That's a little embarrassing. Oop. They're on to me. Hope you guys get to see Inquisitor Ludwig tonight. She has barely been on screen in this entire game so far, and I'm kind of sad about that because she looks so fucking cool. Fucking ghost armor ass fucking, you know the and you guys, you don't have to have played it, but seen, like, the key images for New World with, like, the Conquistador, the metal Conquistador mask with, like, fire behind the eyes. She's kind of got, like, that going on. She's a type of undead that are basically people who died and were, like, so pissed off about dying, they came back as, like, animated armors. She's basically that. So she's a hollow suit of armor, with crazy elaborate design, with glowing fire for eyes and a fire-bladed two-handed sword on her back. She's kind of fucking awesome. She's from this. She's seemingly-ish like the main or a main antagonist in this game, because she's the leader of the Steel Garrote, who are another faction, who are kind of nominally sort of on the same side as the Empire you represent, but are fucking shit up indiscriminately and causing more problems than they're solving. And who are almost certainly here to kill the god who lives in my head, at the behest of the god that their paladin order represents. And she's only been on screen once in the entire game so far. She shows up at the end of the first area to talk to you. And gets a whole ass, like, fucking Imperial March introduction into the room.
Stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
Tall rad lizard versus Aram little guy lizard in MTG Arena, indeed.
Brambles! How did you...
An intruder comes.
That's an Akedan ghost!
Hello? Oh.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down.
I should warn you, my gun shoots ghosts just fine. The dead do not linger without cause. What keeps you here, spirit?
In life, I could not keep the gardener safe. In death, I continue the duty I failed.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akedans referred to their god, to Sopadal.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akeda and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Bummer.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. We would have offered them everything, just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our worlds were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akida, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. The sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, it scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears.
Something tells me those who sent the matchfolk seek to finish the job.
Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akida wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
Wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient...
Amuse myself with your
Earn the
skeletons,
right to
eh?
face the second. You saw. Yes, she was tested. She was trained to build and lead, but she fell, as did all the cities of my people when the Magfolk came. Go now.
Okay.
Understaties, we just spoke to an ancient Akidan.
Open the door. Pick a deep plant. Oh, the skeletons. They're going down my pant. Just one. Singular. Trying to shimmy back and forth because I know there's ranged guys over there trying to shoot at me. Ow, asshole. I'm just gonna do you. Oop. Oh, there's several men over here, I see. Nope. There's a shit zillion of these guys. Oh, no, gun. I need you to not shoot through him. Please, please. Yeah. We'll try this for a little bit. It is certainly very fun to shoot people, like, point blank with this giant fuck-off blunderbuss. Oh, it's been this priest over here fucking me all the time. Restoring health like a bench. Fine. Oop. Batman. Okay. Oh. Ow! Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Max! I'll get the 45 caliber. That's a little There's a little 13-year-old Game Grumps reference for you.
Everyone okay?
Fucking goof troop. You son of a bitch, I'm over here stunning Jagoff the pirate. And you just walking around. Okay. There's nothing else in here, is there? Doesn't look like it. Alright. I've killed your 80 skeletons, sir.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlings.
Ooh. That's the god. That's pretty much what it looks like when I see it in my dreams. Pretty neat design. There's a door here. Okay, I can just open this. We'll look down there in a second. This is probably just gonna wrap around to there anyway. Do 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 do. You saw nothing. We got so much health. Oh, but he's already getting. Fuck you, skeleton priest. I hate these guys. Get his ass. Fuck him up. Oh, he still wants me, huh? Stand there for a second. Ow! I got knocked the fuck over. Alright. There we go. Ghost. Oh! Get him, Yatsley. Get him with the magic missile. There we go. Oh! Always feel kind of bad when the battle is over and Kai is just there, like, burning to death. Oh? Well, that's the door forward, but what's up here? A fine greatsword. A fine day for mayoring. Can I? Just barely. That leads up here. Oh? That was the Skyrim potion sound. Entirely possible, yes. Oh? Swooch? No idea what that did. Oh, is that how you open that door normally? And so turning the switch just now closed it again? Maybe. Aaron spent an entire episode failing and dying to get through the Shadow Temple in Ocarina of Time. I was like, yeah, we don't need to edit that out. They'll watch it anyway. I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. But was he wrong? Also, I did a double take because I thought that said Aram spent in an episode failing and dying to get through the Shadow Temple. I was like, what? What? Huh? I don't remember playing that game on the stream anywhere. Anytime.
You're not done with us.
Ah. Oh, hello. Bonk. Ah. Oh, thought that was an enemy, just fucking trying to Dark Souls skeleton me, standing right on the other side of the door. Okay. I'm slightly unclear on how all this place interconnects. But generally, the dungeons in this game have multiple paths, but only a few, like, critical points. So I've probably just taken a slightly circuitous route to get a place that I should be going anyway. Okay, fine. Oh, well, thank you, small lava blight. I think you did my work for me there. Get this chanter. Chanters are bards, by the way, in case you're wondering what D&D equivalent that is. For those who did not play Pillars of Eternity, or Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Ah, get out of my face, please, sir. Damn, that priest is making his way downtown. He's fucking running a marathon there. He's just going back. He's going back and forth. He wanted to go hang out with his friend, the wizard. There we go. And just this guy left, I think. A greater ruinous blight. These guys' hitboxes are very weird. You kind of have to hit their core, but it moves around a lot as their body is like reconfiguring. Classic, like, video game slime technique of turning into several small guys when you kill the big guy. There we go. Come on, sir. Don't be like that. Just let me shoot you. There we go. Alright. Okay, that was where I broke the wall, right? Did I break it and go... I don't know. I'm all twist-turned around.
That's the last.
Oh, alright. That was all the skeletons I had to kill. Star of Unbeing. Superb quality one-hander. Huh, that'd be neat if I was using melee weapons. But I see no need for such frivolities. Oh, I think I leveled up. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do increased stun on his single target guy, man. Marius doesn't really matter. Marius anyway. So fuck you, old man. Chada. Sure. And then Yatsley. super care. Sure, whatever. As for me, do I have a no? Oh, I guess I just forgot to put the companion point in the last time I leveled up. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay, so that was where I went in, and I did all that shit. That I can't open.
Now we've got another door open. And another ghost.
Just checking. Was this where I came out? Yeah, okay, there's nothing else to do here. Let's just talk to another ghost.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it.
Weird guy.
You wish to find our gardener? I know that story, and where it ends. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could... did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the Magfolk strike. How could we pierce the vein? We cannot. We writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the Magfolk were at our doors. How could you know of this? Yes, their ways are strange and volatile, and you will need to show wisdom to navigate them. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Alright, well. I'll take something that's not just fighting 80 more skeletons. Although, oh, ow, ow, okay, that's not something you want to be in. Let's just, whoop. Though, if it's a puzzle-based challenge, it has a worrying chance of making me look like a buffoon on stream. I guess we'll see.
Find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
Okay, so is that actually hitting pretty much? Yeah, okay, so I need to not, that's the first one that I need to avoid. Oh god, okay. Okay, that. Oh, okay, yeah, that seems straightforward enough. I just gotta go as this goes. Okay. Oh, something electric that I can interact with. One, 3, 4. Did that like turn off the second one? Okay. Well, that makes this a little easier. 1, 3, 4. Okay. Whoa, hey, whoa. Okay. Alright, not so bad, not so bad. Gotta look out for other kinds of traps, though. Tripwires and such. Tripwires! Let's see. Bard, you say? Okay. So I don't go in there from this side. I guess I get on this thing, maybe?
Ghosts aren't very helpful.
Ah, okay.
Maybe you just gotta soften them up a little. Play on the charm.
Anything over here?
They're just unused to
A
this.
potion. Oh boy, some guy got halfway through this trial and was like, I can't figure it out. Oh, I gotta just die here. Oh! Okay. Alright. 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 Oh, well, there's another one. What was the trigger for that? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, that's funny. They've never done pressure plates that look like this before, but these seemingly innocent flagstones are actually pressure plates. Okay. Is there another one here? No. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that, I think, is all of them in this section. Okay. And there's some horizontal ones there, it looks like. Yeah, I thought maybe they were gonna turn on when I did that. Ah. Alright. It's fine, I'll just be on fire for a little while. Oh.
There can't be that much, right?
Let's just eat some cooked rabbit, shall we? That was a newt getting crit by the log. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, this just isn't fair.
We're lucky they're.
So I imagine each of these is a pressure plate. Yeah, there's no... Oh, well, is it... Okay. Okay, so that's swinging back and forth. I guess the idea is... Oh, why am I even bothering? I should be able to just cheese this one. Hang on. Ow, well, not like that, I can't. Hang on. Zoop! Okay. Oh, well, I'm in front of this. I'm just gonna fucking book it. Who cares? Okay.
The Achidans are being less welcome than I've heard.
They're less visitors with mag folk. I can see why.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Ooh, corrupted Adra. We do like to see that. And is this a new shield? A successful parry grants you temporary health, plus 5% damage reduction against spirits. You know what? I'm just gonna equip this, because it will let me skip spending all the stuff upgrading this. And I don't think... Successful parry grants you temporary health is actually pretty useful. The secondary effects are not super important on either of those, so I'll just take the one that does a better shield. Ooh. They've got a nightclub. Okay, yeah, this was the one that I couldn't do yet.
Third time's the charm. Have a door.
3 is the number they like in these games, so I imagine this will be the last one.
But you are an outlander. Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit.
Why do you have more of an echo than
We
anyone
now
else?
see what you represent.
Oh,
We know the truth.
you only did for that line.
We
I see.
cannot risk you causing another calamity. Imana's brethren were mistaken, but we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are.
He had a ghost accent even when he was alive.
Right. Finish. You come as it.
Okay. What is this going to be? Some kind of moral choice thing? Although we just did that in the ice place with the guy who I was like, yeah, die immediately. You're not even real, get out of here. Oh, I see. Well, alright then. What? Oh, wait, can I surface here? Good. I don't have to worry about sonic drowning music. Let's see. Alright, I don't see anything on the bottom. Okay, yeah, the water is not very high here. So I can get up to go to that door. Is there anything else? Really look like it. Okay. Prove your cleverness by killing another 90 skeletons. Oh, can I not get up onto this? Can I not get all up-ons? Oh, okay. We go over here. No. Is there an underwater door that I missed? There's anything over here? No? Like, I didn't expect to be able to get up there. I thought I could just climb up out of the water onto something this high. Oh, okay. It just wasn't, like, going before. Yeah. Talked to you already.
The gardener has grown loose into the earth.
What do you truly seek with our God?
That sounded like some kind of slavering beast, but I don't see anything. Let's eat some food. Alright. And then wait for that to refill, and let's see what we got.
Keep your guard up. I don't like this.
Ooh, are we gonna fight them like the ancients in Diablo 2?
Somehow you bested our trials. Like
Well, two of them.
You persist.
You're tickling my balls on the third one.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Look, you gotta do something with all the skeletons lying around.
Hesitation. Why do they smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing...
Let's dance.
For you to fall or falter. We would have allowed you to leave if you had chosen to, but you would not relent. Now, we must take matters.
You managed to get past the third trial. You got out of the pool. This is true. I managed to get out before my skin got all pruny.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another. You must perish, Outlander.
We will not have the Gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. They do not recognize our face. The ripples break. What do they hide from?
Now,
I only do.
so be.
Alright, prepare to get jumped on, idiots.
Keep quiet.
Oh, wait, hang on. I just got healed. Oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. Alright, you die first then. Cut and Russ. Looks like you should have cut and run instead. Oh, no, hang on. Game bug. Actually, no, he might have been teleporting there. That might have been intended behavior. Oh, he's got a whole little barrage of things, huh? Alright, get out of here, you bitch. Oh. Oh. Invincible? Maybe. Ow. I'll wait till that glowy orb is no longer there, I think. Oh, wait. Teleport. Scroll. Ow, what? Oh, jeez, I'm almost dead. Playing too cavalier here. Alright, get out of here. Oh, you're attackable again. Lovely. Magic missile. There we go.
Oh, looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we?
That's one for us.
I'll tell you what a prize is. A delicious cooked rabbit.
I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
Doesn't look like any map I've ever seen. But I'll take your word for it.
It would be very funny to say this, since there's a significant chance we're gonna get "Thank you, Dr. Jones" here.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with...
Okay. I'll be very surprised if this... Let's see what's behind here. I'll be very surprised if this, doesn't end with me going to have a psychic communion with my god, and while I'm conked out, fucking, you know, the bad guys come in here and are like, "Now we've got the map, Indiana Jones." That feels like what is likely gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Cool. Ooh, yay. I think that's the last corrupted Adra I need to upgrade the last thing I would care about upgrading. That's nice.
Your god wants a chat.
We yearn for answers.
Yeah, it's gonna go. Look at this team. We're gonna do great.
You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. How can this be?
'Cause they're
Surely
bitches.
they welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root.
They were being grumpy gusses about it.
Ungrateful. They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them.
I'm too dumb.
Not our fault. We did not will this. We did not do this. We tried. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We loved them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power.
Well, so far I've been accepting all of these, even though I don't think it's actually a very good idea. Because, you know, obviously there's bad news afoot here, but I think it's funnier if I accept all the offers of power and then, you know, pay for my hubris at the end, rather than playing cautiously and conservatively.
We will show you our favor.
Incidentally, off-screen, there was an optional quest in the first area. Oh, is it our girl?
Near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Send her out! Set us free!
In the first area, there was an optional quest that ended with me basically being like, there's a giant robot in a basement that I could stick a god in. Sure, I'll leave this here. I'll leave this here for you to use later.
Wake up!
What? Is something happening?
What happened? Are you alright? What did you do?
I don't know what you and Sapadal were jawing about, but it must have been juicy because the Adra started to shake and hum.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Sapadal?
They felt the sorrow of painful memories reawaken.
Well, that's ominous. But let's worry about that later. Let's deal with the dream thralls first. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
Galawain's tusks. That's out of the fire and into the volcano. First, we've got to get out of here alive. Steal your...
Oh? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, I can't hide. Bit. Ow, he shoot me with gun. That's what I do. Save me from the spider, Kai. I don't want to fight the spider. Oh, something just happened. Hang on. Yells of the not-so-danged followed me. Thank you, sir, or madam, or etc. Whichever you prefer. Well, this is a lot of people. Get jumped on, idiots. Or Kai could just not do that also. That's fine. There we go. Oh, Blue Nuke subscribed with Prime. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Ow, ow. Oh, it's more fucking guys everywhere. Jeez. Jeez. I need to back my ass into a corner somewhere so that I'm not just getting punted from all sides like the football. Oh, another guy behind me. Thank you, mini-map. Okay. Ooh, I don't want that AoE, sir. I don't want any of that. Here, Kai, come back over here, please. Ow, ow. Whoop! Happy Feet. It's not just a movie about penguins. Oh my god, there's so many fucking guys everywhere. Oh, I just realized the objective is escape, not kill all the guys. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, God, even by Spawn 90 skeleton standards, this feels like a lot of guys, like an excessive number of guys. And I was right. Ow. Ow. Open the door. Melee is best build confirmed. I'm not sure being melee ranged would have made that any easier, to be honest. Oh, okay, I guess they all just gave up. Anyway, die. A more reasonable number of men out here. Murdering envoys of Underatter. The Pale Matriarch will have your head for this. I'll take my chances. Pale Matriarch's not my real mom. Okay, I can't fast travel right now, which makes sense. Let's see. Easiest way to get back there. There are some more men. Is there any shorty-cutty times I can take advantage of from this side? Actually, yeah, I think if I just... Assuming this is not a long enough jump to kill me... Oh! Oh, it's doing the thing again. I really say there we go after killing things a lot, it seems. I'm noticing that about myself. Oh, they're not all on the same side either. Where are they fighting? Ooh, don't want a piece of that. Don't want a piece of that. Oh! Oh, there we go.
Next one's mine.
My version is that's right, or that's the ticket. That's the ticket. Oh, hello there, sir.
Worsen the situation.
Oh, shit. It's my girl. I think she's gonna kill this wizard.
I hope you found what you were looking for, because those ruins are about to be a distant memory.
So yeah, no, she looks extremely cool. Evil will, that's mine. That's mine. Ooh, 9 perception and I can do it. You've been keeping tabs on me.
I have eyes in every corner of the living lands. Some more discreet than others. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
Stand by my
well,
side,
shit.
and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge and at Sapadal.
I accidentally skipped a thing. The same poison we burned out of Fior Messiverno. Oh, okay. That was very stupid. Yeah, they blew up a town for really very little reason that is apparent so far. She's a Skyrim dragon. Yeah, no, she is kind of, yeah. Her eyes literally being on fire. Yeah, no, as far as I know, there's nothing inside the armor. I think she is a spirit. It's the mask that increases your carry capacity, I think. The one with maybe plus 50% mana regen. The one you get during the Mage's Quest.
There are 2 plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Fighting a superior force is one thing, but fighting a god is another. Is she really suggesting that?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
It's because they're probably right, but you have to disagree with them, so they did the old burn an orphanage down. I'm not sure it's clear that they're probably right. But I don't know. I imagine I'm gonna get answers before long in this game.
I do love it when people choose to listen to reason.
I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
Don't make me separate you two.
Don't make me separate your skin from your muscle. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins.
Calm down, Maria Redwood. Yeah.
I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Polici? And the other Furians? And Polici?
Gentle sleep. One moment, day. The next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
I'm so very glad you recall.
Well, in layman's terms, she's going to rip the essence out of a bunch of people in Shatterscarp. For what it's worth, her theory is sound. She could stop the Dream Scourge. In Shatterscarp, at least.
A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios.
What? This is your solution?
There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Raingrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we might want to.
You can't be entertaining this. Not after what we've seen. The frozen corpses, the twisted riddles. The Dream Scourge is a tragedy, but she's a monster. You can't leave Thirdborn at her mercy.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic.
Marius right now. Mages, am I right? Haha, smokes.
You surprise me, Envoy. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more.
If such an alternative existed, I'd have suggested it already.
I am the
So
smartest
long as the
person in the
dream scourge
universe,
exists,
you
more
know.
people will become
Mr.
infected.
Incorporeal followed,
And the
thank you very
infected will take
much.
more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something.
She rifles through her bag, pulls out. This is an original Action Comics #1, valued at over $5,000, mint condition. Oh? Oh? Oh. I see. I didn't know there was anything corporeal in there.
I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Zapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice.
Yeah, I mean, that's like cool and all. I think it's cooler to imagine there being nothing at all except just two fiery orbs and nothing else. Oh, so as you might have seen on the first stream, I backstory by fiated that we used to date before she died and became skeleton.
I don't need eyes to glare at you, Envoy.
Wait, how can you tell whether I'm glaring at you or not?
And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapodal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you.
This is true.
You owe Sapodal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
This isn't about Sapadal. This is about every man, woman, and child in Shatterscarp.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good?
Okay, so destroy the ruins. Sever the Adra. Don't do either of those things. Yeah, or unbox the god, let them sort it out. Easy answer. Kill everyone! The third is a way to make sure that no one else ever knows. Kill everyone in their own world! Ah! They are talking to you, therefore they control your choices. This is totally a logical thought. I'm gonna noodle on this for a second, and while I do refill my water and use the bathroom real quick, I'll be back momentarily. Alright. I also forgot that it was light when I started streaming. It is no longer light, and I hadn't put any other lights on, and so I stood up to get up, and I was like, oh, I'm in the fucking void. Pitch black everywhere except for immediately surrounding my desk. Mashoosh and skeletons? It's true. They gave me the dichotomy right up front. Okay, so I think Reengrim's idea is dumb. I'm not gonna bother with that shit. The void's kind of nice this time of year. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm okay with this. I'm not, Scary Skeleton Lady. Yeah, I mean, Scary Skeleton Lady is not a good person. So it's really just how much do I care about preserving the good graces of, my god in a box. But based on my conceived rationale for this character that I've been trying to stick to with roleplay, I think we're going number 1.
What? No!
I will honor your decision, even if I think you're a disappointment.
Your patron deity might object, but the living will thank us for it.
Burn, destroy, we twine.
Soldiers of the Steel Garrote, you heard him. Bring it down.
Damn. Garrote, yeah. The steel garret, like parrot. Okay. Grants health regeneration. Not bad, not bad. Oh. Now, Yatsali's probably not going to be super happy about this, but, if I did the other thing, there's a decent chance her husband would have gotten vacuum-sucked his life force, so she was not going to have a good time regardless.
Godlike. Speak with me. You and your... Finally. You have destroyed a place of great power. A part of your heritage, no less. Now that I know a new god was the reason for those anomalies in Naku Kobel, there's nothing left for me in the living lands. Another god. There are so many. If a new one is more aberrant than another, does it really matter? But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can dispel my illusions so easily. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone.
Aw.
Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping. And rather delightful to boot.
She's right.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be...
Wow.
amazing.
Wonderful.
But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic
Nadia's
is
moving up in the world. Maybe.
tempting.
Five out of 7. Can't do whatever this is.
Yes, my work will still be there even when this world is in ruins. Which, hopefully, won't happen. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Congratulations, Envoy. You listened to your reason instead of your patron. It takes an ironclad will to defy one's god.
Ordinary people defy the gods all the time.
Their gods are not as possessive as yours. Destroying the ruins brought us valuable time, but the threat of the Dream Scourge remains. Be on your guard. You and I are willing to do what it takes to restore order in the Living Lands. Heelgard lacks the spine to do what's right. But we won't let that stop us, will we? For now, this is where we part ways. The Steel Garrote and I follow a different path. No doubt it will cross yours eventually.
I mean, it definitely, this won't happen even if I ask about it, but I'm curious what her reaction to this would be.
Another time, perhaps.
No!
You move with
Pass!
You move with purpose. And both of us are in high demand. One more thing, Envoy. It would appear my faith in you is not misplaced. Keep up the good work.
At least she's not turning those guns on us. Yet.
Bring it down.
The dream thralls are no match for our might.
These ruins were hideous anyway.
The random two people occasionally yeah! Woo! I love Aerosmith! Alright. Where the fuck are we going? Okay, we're going back to Thirdborn. Your companions look like sci-fi side characters in a sci-fi original. Yeah, Yatsuli does look like she could plausibly be like a Star Trek alien race that's like just like a person with makeup and, you know, some prosthetics. And I guess the same is true of Kai, yeah. I really like the Almawa. They look super cool. They've got this, they got like the fish scale kind of texture all over their bodies, and they all have the dappled colored patterns. I mean Sci-Fi the channel. Oh, well, I'm not familiar with very specifically the Sci-Fi channel, but they look plausibly sci-fi in genre. Kai is very handsome, that is correct, yes.
The ruins. What happened? I heard them fall to rubble. It comes, it sings, it dreams of war and blood and smoke and... Did you have a hand, Envoy? You and your Inquisitor destroyed hundreds of years of history and time and silver lights flashing bright. Ruins break into bones, they do. They make a necklace, a collar of time. We choke and... I'm sorry, I think I need a moment. Smoke and rhyme, we are losing time.
Oh no.
I think she's already slipping away from us. We've got to stop this plague, Envoy.
This plague? What's a plague? Did you mean a plague? Who are you, Will? Let's... That's not fair. Will would pronounce it plague. Oh, hello. Welcome, Megan's House of Fluff. You'll be able to dig out the ruins eventually. Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. We blew up the architectural site. There's going to be stuff that can't be put to get back together.
Permission broken. Permission needed. Permission like roots choking, strangling. Yes, go, go!
A butterfly emerges, a dream of peace.
Yeah, she's not doing great.
I've got the
Precious fish over here, boopa-dippa. A bippa-dippa-dippa. Let's sell some shit. Those will break down. That will sell. Star of Unbeing, we can probably sell, honestly, but we'll hang on to it for now. It doesn't weigh that much. Hi, Tom. I enjoyed your Goma performance. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna assume Megan. I really appreciate that. It's, I wish the dub were closer on the heels of the sub, so more of the overall Dragon Ball watching community would be incentivized to watch it, but it's coming. Week by week, it's coming out. Before long, they'll both be finished. What? Okay, so we enter Galawain's tusks, which is where, sir? Where would that be? I don't see anything on the map. Oh, thank you for the follow, also. Okay, I'm just gonna walk out the door and hope that it's gonna just kind of be apparent, either from visuals or from the dialogue. They'll be like, I think we're supposed to go that way.
We should be careful. I doubt this is the same third one we left.
Well, the walls are still standing. Let's see who's still on their feet.
Okay, so that's dialogue that was definitely supposed to be on my way here, but I fast traveled. Okay, now I've got a marker. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that bridge. Aaron plays King Goma. I thought that was Matt Mercer. No, you're mistaken. I play Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer plays King Goma, but I play Matt Mercer. So it, transitive property. You and Degasu sound great. I really love Landon McDonald as Degasu. Degasu's got such a funny dynamic with Goma. It's very like Rita and Goldar from Power Rangers. Or Degasu's constantly pendulum swinging back and forth between like, I'm the cool, smooth voice one who's probably up to something and gonna betray you and etc. And then the other half of the time he's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, I made a fucky wucky. It's really funny when he and Goma are in a scene together and Goma's just like verbally abusing him and he is just 100% taking it. Hello?
Back out here, traveler.
Can I? Okay. Not gonna stop me. Like a smoother Starscream. A little, yeah. A more pathetic one.
But before anything else, I need a word with you. Of course, I understand the impulse of wanting to save those in Thirdborn.
You understand the impulse? Where's this going?
But think of all that we lost. Because you still have a soft spot for your former lover.
Oh, that's low. No fucking nerd shit. No, I'm not gonna say that.
What does that have to do with anything? Does citizenship cloud one's judgment? You pay your taxes to Adir, but we both know your soul belongs to the living lands.
Just remember, Ludwig's steal Garrote before she's anything else. But, in this case, she was right to destroy the ruins. You both were.
Ludwig is a fool. Her brain has rotted away with the rest of her. We have no reason to believe that the Dream Scourge has been stopped, by the way. It certainly hasn't stopped Dream Scourge from appearing everywhere else in the Living Lands.
Then maybe we turn a few more of these ruins into heaps of rubble. I can't see anything good that's come out of them.
Maybe stop talking while you're ahead.
Years of lost history.
Marius says something too.
Just in time to be erased by two Adiran fools.
You would have me blindly trust the Archmage of Terror? Fair counterpoint. She sucks. I don't want her. I wasn't gonna do her plan either way.
I suppose I thought you were smart. Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than the dead woman burning down homes.
I hate to say it, Yatsley, but we're not changing anyone's mind today. Let's talk later. Just the two of us.
Fine, fine. You're right. It's done. Let's just focus on getting to the garden.
That's skeleton racist.
While that parting is probably the closest Ludwig gets to friendly, I'm not looking forward to our paths crossing again.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And we gave her everything she wanted.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
That bitch is crazy. Facebook status, it's complicated. Marius looking at you in the mage pic. Looks like Marius stonks are rising. Soon I'll be back in the party. I'll give Marius this. He has a very useful ability. He has a very large AoE root that lasts for a long time. So, like, he's good mechanically. I'm just annoyed by a lot of his commentary.
That's the spirit. Now we just...
Marius sweep.
Oh, gods, terriers. I wouldn't wish them on my worst...
Oh, wow, something else Marius doesn't like. I'm shocked.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I hate plates, by the way.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Oh, that's just a pile of Sokka.
Do you have something to say, Marius?
Oh, now you're listening to me, all of a sack of sup sudden.
I mean, not really,
you won't
but...
find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page raku waste
He's
of
also
time.
got this, you know, alternate language slang thing, which I don't think has, like, ever worked well in any medium ever.
Eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Oh man, after all this, is it gonna be Marius who leaves the party? Oh no. Oh no! I don't think he will. I don't think anyone's gonna leave the party. To be fair, there's a lot of shit to be sick of in this world. That's correct. And no, yeah, you're right. The fact that he doesn't like terriers is a plus in my book, but...
And what would he say if he knew what you were really doing out here? Your true orders come from a voice in your head. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I obviously don't. I don't have time. Yeah, fuck off.
Then you're gambling with all our lives. Don't expect me to be overjoyed. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but...
You've never seen Marius like this?
I hope so. One of us should talk to him.
Not me.
If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him.
No,
to
it's
his
apparently he has content
hopefully Marius will
subplot
be
in this
okay
last
soon.
zone, so I
We have to
imagine
get
it's
going if we
got
want to get to the
it's some
garden
kind of
before
personal
noon.
reason.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Oh. Giada and Yatsli are gonna be mad at me. Marius is just never happy about anything. Alright, let's get Marius out of the way first.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Well, I
I
don't
was
wanna
gonna say,
think about
Marius,
my
would you
feelings.
shut the fuck up for a
So just let me
second?
be alone for a bit. I don't... Right, I guess I was. I just really don't want to go. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat.
No,
my
that's
ears
the
ring.
poison.
I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. I guess a lot of things happened to me there. I grew up there in Solace. I left there on purpose. I understand not wanting to go back.
Me going into work.
Just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Alright, Giada, light me up.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel predate civilization as we know it. We had so much to learn from them. But the Steel Garrote care nothing for the past. Only the future. As long as it's under their thumb.
She has a fair bone to pick with them, because she's from the city that they burned down for rather specious reasons. Two is a lame answer. One is kind of true, but it's a little do-goodery. Oh, alright. I'll say one, because it's what she wants to hear.
I'm not saying it was an easy decision. Or that you should have acted differently.
Is Marius the Carol of this game? Marius
The
isn't
names
that bad.
We played into our enemy's hands. And what did we get in return? We delayed the inevitable. Better than nothing, I suppose. Though not by much. To cut the Dream Scourge off at the root, and stop it from spreading misery. Perhaps I'm being impatient. Maybe there's no right answer to any of this. Maybe all we can do
Marius
keep
is
going,
just,
leaving chaos in our wake.
He's just like aggressively uninterested in a lot of the stuff that's going on very soon after you recruit him. So he really comes out the gate falling on his face of like, I don't want to, I'm not interested in anything that's happening. I don't want to talk about soul shit. I don't want to talk about magic. I don't want to talk about anything that's going on. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to make sure you know how little I want to talk about it by talking a lot about how I don't want to talk about it. An occasional goody two-showness helps the pragmatism go down smooth. 3, we would have been today. Yeah, no. 3 was not true either. I'm kind of role-playing this guy as, like, wants to make use of every resource that's possible, and so has been erring on the side of preserving the mystical bullshit whenever possible. But, you know, that only extends so far. And wasn't gonna go to bat for not, you know, for Soppadal there, because he doesn't trust them. He's the player who made himself aggressively anti the themes of yeah, no, that's exactly what he is. Except it's a story that some singular, or, you know, that one team wrote ahead of time, so... I don't know. I think he's supposed to come off as more like the skeptic, since other people are all very into it, but like, they went too hard into. They had him, but too many contextual dialogues where he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep instead of listening to this boring shit." I think they just fumbled a little on the writing, of like specifically how they were gonna try and characterize that aspect of him.
I suppose you're right. Maybe that's the point of our little campfire chats. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me.
She's not a normal human, is she?
Your endearing loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? Indeed, it does. It's just... When you agreed to destroy the ruins, Ludwig was surprised, as though she didn't believe you would do the right thing. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Maybe she never has. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something.
A spill of the water!
Can't tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap.
Who knows, maybe he's just supposed to be incredibly unlikable and never appealing to use. All these Western RPGs seem to have one of those characters.
Not before I've done something.
I've seen way worse ones than Marius. To me, he is like just clearly the least good of these four.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. You destroyed something that was... I'm trying to remain calm. I have to remember that you had a reason for what you did. Nothing infuriates me more than to do what Ludwig wants, but I'm not unhappy with what you did. Those ruins were literally priceless. They had real adhedons in there. Think of how far my research would have shot forward. But we would have had to sacrifice so many for it. And I can't say that's a fair trade. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though.
That's very measured. Shit, what was I gonna say? Was it in response to her dialogue? No. Is it in response to something from chat? I wasn't gonna the scary skeleton lady. Whoa! Hello, Vixen Raiders. Merry Christmas, Era. Merry Christmas indeed. Christmas comes only once a year. Not if I have anything to say about it. Urzod followed me. Thank you very much. We're playing some Avowed. I'm talking to my friends after I just blew up an ancient ruin rather than let some people die. But in questionable circumstances, because the person who wanted me to blow up the ruin is a pretty evil skeleton lady. Oh yeah, something about her's been bothering me. How did you sleep with her? She's all bones. I slept with her back when... It's really funny. You can define your relationship with the scary skeleton lady at the start of the game, and you're allowed to pick, oh, we used to be lovers before she was blown up and became a skeleton. You're also allowed to say, we were lovers after she was blown up and became a skeleton. Oh, thank you to all the new followers. Urzod, Spriggs, Velostius, Emerald Clocks.
All right. How could I forget? Your friends here beg your aid, but your loyalty truly lies with the monsters from your hometown.
Leaving your home behind isn't easy. It's for the best.
You chose not to have banged the skeleton set. I didn't know.
All right.
I didn't know.
I'm sorry, boy. This is my life's work. That skeletal maniac attacked my home. I'm just a little more raw than I thought.
Now, when they presented me with the choice, it was like we were lovers before that incident in the Deadfire, or we were lovers after that incident in the Deadfire, and after is italicized, and it doesn't specify what that incident was when you make the choice. Only later do you find out that the incident was her dying and coming back as an undead champion of her pretty evil god. Also, yes, the skeleton part is new information as well. Aaron be like, the Draugr got a little something something, correct.
It's all right. I think you've earned a bit of trust from me. Things have been unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akedans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. I imagine some things were lost in translation. People have evolved in many ways since then, including linguistically. Give me time, and I'll absolutely impress you with their responses. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier?
I don't get why anyone would work after those trials. Kill 90 skeletons, get hit with a big scythe thing. Ghosts bitch you out even though you did what they told you to do.
Fascinating.
But I'm not gonna say that out loud.
I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike.
We shot ghosts, we did.
I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Always a pleasure.
Okay. Oh, we've got more Yatzli's dialogues.
Since we left her domain, we met Ringgrim.
Oh, okay.
The Ringgrim, master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi.
Yeah, she kind of sucks, to be honest.
We impressed her. She even offered to make me her apprentice.
I'm getting the feeling that Ringgrim's a really big deal to you. Wow. No, it's court augur background dialogue, so of course I'll be reading it. You don't need the rules of the Circle of Archmagi to stifle your natural talent, Anakin.
You have to know the rules before you break them.
Anakin.
And I plan to break the rules thoroughly. It doesn't feel real, but it is.
Don't forget the hardest trial. Get out of the water onto a low ledge. Correct.
What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the godless? I've spent my whole life with them.
Aren't you sick of this nerd shit?
I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life.
I've discovered the 25th and 26th hour, unlockable only by downing several Adderalls and a Red Bull.
Give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do?
You want me to I mean, I think Ringgrim kind of sucks, so in my opinion, it's not all it's cracked up to be, but... Also, you know who also sucks is Vidaro. Who, I won't even get in... You just take my word for it. I don't need to give all the context. He fucking sucks. So could she literally leave her actually pretty competent and cool husband alone with a guy who fucking sucks that much? I don't know. That's a hard ask.
Oh, my love. That is a fate worse than death. They'll need someone to help them build a new home for the Animancers. And maybe, if I was there, I could at least make sure our tea house has enough stock to keep Monto happy. Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilichi. He'll never believe me.
You heard the tale of Darth Reengrim the Wise. Let's see. We've got a couple things to break down. Yeah, this and this. And then can I not upgrade this? Oh, I need 6? Shit, dog. Oh, man. I don't know where I'm gonna find 2 more of that. I'd probably have to go and... I'd probably have to crack open a guide. I'm sure there are more little things I can find that have that. If I don't do that, I can't upgrade this again. Alright. It's not super important, but I may have to take the time to do that. Alright. I like when fantasy has days that aren't 24 hours long, but I also hate it because it implies that their hours are as long as our hours, and that's silly. Yeah. I spent so long trying to get my wife to take better care of herself. I am in a different stream? I'm not sure what that means. But I hope your wife is taking better care of herself. Alright, we're gonna switch back to Giada now. Crack open a cold one with the Marius. No, I don't think I will. Ooh.
Is it just me, or does it look like that volcano's burning hotter now?
Ooh. Here we are in what I assume is going to be the last area. Simply because there's only one more tier of weapon quality after this. Well, I guess, actually, no. Maybe there's gonna be this, maybe there is gonna be one more, because you can upgrade this, and then, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I was in Vixen's stream. Oh, sure. Yeah. She rated you. Yeah, no, that's if you had a Skyrim-style experience where you suddenly looked up and someone was like, got you trying to cross the border, did they? Yeah, it's because Vixen rated me. And yeah, I'm, that is correct. I am in the Danganronpa streams, along with Vixen and Jello. I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such streams as Danganronpa. And now we see why Giada is great. She can just put half our hit points in temporary hit points on all of us. And also has a heal on top of that. Lovely, lovely stun.
I was worried for a second.
Let's see. Yeah, fire level's right. Solace. Okay, Solace, I believe, was the name of the town, so I'm assuming that's gonna be our civilization for this area. Was just a surprise. Oh, I see. This is another Yahtzee only thing. Carl was telling me about this, that they keep putting these illusions here, so you're actually a little soft punished for not bringing Yahtzee just because you can't access areas like this. I don't know how much it's gonna matter, but it is gonna annoy me every time I see one, and I'm like, well, I don't have Yahtzee, so I guess I have to just eat shit. How have you been feeling about the Danganronpa streams? I mean, I'm kind of there with Jello. It's worse than I remembered. It's,
Stand back.
Chapter 3, as I remembered, was, like, the worst. So I'm glad we're past that. We're also past the halfway point. But, yeah, it's,
Disgusting, but fascinating.
it's very sulfurous, very
Never
goopy.
complain about Maurice's laundry habits again.
I'm enjoying playing Byakuya. I don't super enjoy playing, Monokuma, but oh fuck. Big boys, big boys. And he's a higher tier, so I do very little damage. My favorite mechanic in this game. After this, you get to go back and play Ace Attorney 2. I don't think I'm ever replaying any Ace Attorney game, to be honest. There's just not much reason to. I think I've played the first game twice, the third game like 3 times, and all the other ones I didn't like enough to want to replay at all. Like, I didn't dislike them, mostly. Justice for All's quite bad outside of the last case. But, still, they're not really the kind of game that I would choose to replay, generally speaking. Yeah, give me a... I don't really need the heal yet. Okay, I need you to stand still for a second. Oh, there's so many bugs! I just want the big bug to die! It's so close! Brah! Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay. Ow. Okay, now we drop the heal. Woo! I didn't expect to wander into an immediate optional boss fight with enemies of the upper tier for this this area. Since this thing had a name and a health bar, this is probably a bounty for this area. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do to AoE them. Yeah, okay, it's fine. We got the heal, we've got a giant shield. That should be fine from here on out. Boss is down. Oop, ow, ow, oh. Boss is down, so am I. Man. Have you ever checked out I Was a Teenage Exocolonist? I haven't, but I know Austin played it and liked it a lot. It's like almost exactly Vika's backstory from Valorpunk. Did we get him? We got him. I enjoyed them all to various extents other than Dual Destinies. I do not like that game. I liked Dual Destinies, okay. I think on balance, it's hard to say. I mean, at the end of the day, I think Trials and Tribulations remains my favorite. I think Justice for All is the worst. I know that that's like the popular opinion, but I think it's a well-founded one. Yeah, I thought Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice were both okay. They might be better than Apollo Justice, to be honest. Apollo Justice is... I think Apollo Justice has a big problem in that it's the only Ace Attorney game where the cases, like, kind of get worse as you go. The finale is fine, but, like, the first case is, like, by far and away the best, which is not where you want to be in any kind of game. You don't want the beginning to be the best part. You want it to be good, but you don't want it to be the best part. Yeah. Ace Attorney's a real mixed bag. There's not really a single Ace Attorney game that I'm like, I hated this so much I wish I hadn't played it. Even Justice for All kind of ends up being worth it because of how gobsmackingly good its last case is. But like, I think 3 is the only one that I liked enough to replay and like didn't regret the choice to replay it. Okay, what did that even do? I see one of these things and I just electro gun it immediately to do whatever that does, but I don't know what that opened. Okay, no, I was here already. Oh. Ugh. Justice for All is my second least favorite. It would be the worst, but I don't like the 3D models or animations. I think, I actually think that they did the leap to 3D models pretty well for the most part. They did a good job of capturing the goofy, exaggerated sprite movements through animation. I still think I'd probably prefer if it were just sprites. But it looks better than I thought it might. About the only game that's done 3D models as charming and expressive as 2D sprites, I think, is Potionomics. Which is like another tier up from Ace Attorney in terms of how well they did that sort of charming, cartoony looking stuff. But they also had fewer characters and animations than an Ace Attorney game typically would. I'm also a weirdo who likes E7 as my favorite Eden raid. Oh, birds? That is an unconventional choice, to be sure. But I think the reason people don't like birds is less because it's like a bad fight, quote unquote, and more just it's a fight you can still wipe on regardless of your item level if no one has any idea what the fuck they're doing. So it's a terrible one to random in Raid Roulette. For anyone looking to play Potionomics, I recommend it with the voice acting turned off. The performances are good, but they fuck with the animations really badly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It didn't release with voice acting. The voice acting was only added in the remaster, and the voice acting was produced by Sound Cadence and directed by Jello, so I'm glad it's good. I'm sad that it didn't enhance the experience of the game for you. Yeah, but well, I assume that you mean, but will, though. But what you actually said, but will thou? Wilt thou undertake mine trial? Will Sharkman, yeah. Okay. How much longer do I want to play tonight? Probably not much longer. I was kind of intending to stop when I got to the new area, but now we're talking about Ace Attorney, and I want to talk about Ace Attorney. There's been a gun, a boss fight, a bunch of giant bugs on screen for the last 10 minutes, and now my brain refuses to process this as anything other than Borderlands. That is very funny, yes. Yeah, no, I really like the setting for these games because it's very definitively Renaissance. It's clearly post-medieval, but pre-industrialization. So yeah, you've got, you know, these one-shot flintlock pistols and giant fuck-off blunderbuss muskets and stuff. It's very cool. And the fashions are very definitively Renaissance. It's very charming. Are the dwarves here Russian?
I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes. I will try.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Can't last.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
They use those.
Okay.
Another Adiran.
Oh!
Damn the of the light.
Don't mind me, just gonna...
I heard your kit blew an old ruin to bits. I don't have to worry about you smuggling cannons into the tusks, do I? I believe it. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Nandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
The mustache is not nearly large enough for the beard. Yeah, that's true. It's very much a mustache of the size you have if you just have a mustache, or if you just have, like, mustache into goatee level facial hair. He's got a beard that definitely makes it look like he should have big ol' Civil War general mutton chops.
Founder of Solace Keep. We have a statue of him there. You both share similar features around the face.
Oh, did he have a big fucking mushroom mask?
Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beatles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zoribs, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
His complexion's so clear, he looks like a baby. It's not exactly I mean, he's got texture, but it's not like wrinkles. It looks more like he's just got dirt caked on his face.
The worst of them all is what she is. We can handle vermin, but to face one of your own. She and I used to
I like this guy's
command
voice.
tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers
Watch.
rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Vastes are winning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her wardens spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Vastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave.
It sounds like she just
Why'd she
wants
set
to
up
leave.
3 camps?
She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine.
You want to come in my party, Radut? I only have 3 others, and I have been needing a dwarf. Yeah, I only have 2 friends, and none of them are dwarves.
To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters.
Oaths and traditions should serve the living. If Amalia's struggling here, why shouldn't she leave?
Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence.
Oh, well, sounds interesting, but also, like, it has nothing to do with Mixu.
All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners.
Her banners.
And after her raid,
What happened to Marius? Marius is still...
I don't see how we can talk anymore.
Marius is still here. We're just doing a bit.
Would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations.
Marius is not my favorite.
I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she will, and I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me.
I might have something for you, Envoy.
Oh? Ah. This is my super duper pooper scooper. Let's see. I should buy all of the upgrade materials. All the ones of the types that I actually use, anyway. I think I've got plenty of lockpicks to get through the rest of the game, and realistically, I'm probably gonna need to buy this stuff as well. That's what I spend all my fucking money on. Rocks! Rocks to glue to my things! Oh, yeah, and I can sell these. Okay. I wish he wasn't. I also don't like him. I don't think I've really encountered any Marius stans yet among the people I've talked to who've played this game. I don't hate him, but like, why would you use Marius? Why would you use Marius once you have other people who aren't Marius to fill out that slot, that Marius-shaped hole?
Looks like this place was abandoned recently.
A valley of lava. You do take us to the most interesting places.
Lethal Lava Land. His ability is also useless since the mini-map exists. You can play without, harvestable things visible. Oh, this is like acid or something. All right. I see. I'll have to watch out for rainbow sheen on liquid. Oh yeah, it's poison. Okay. You can play with that off, but then if you were choosing to do that because you wanted like a Fallout survival style experience, I don't know why you'd be using Marius's ability in that case anyway to help you find that shit. Where are things? Okay, this is not poison. However, this is also not fucking. The X is right here on the mini-map. Where is my prize? Where is my treasure? I do not know. That leads back into the place where I fought the beetle boss. Okay. Whenever Marius isn't on screen, viewers should be asking, who? That's a good Simpsons reference there, Wet Otters. Well adapted to our present circumstances and cast of characters. A little round of applause for you. Whenever Poochie's not around, the other characters should all be asking, hey, where's Poochie? Okay, yeah, this is where okay, yeah, this is also where I fought the Beetle Boss, the Beetleborgs. Let's see. I didn't know that was a Simpsons reference, TBA. I mean, it was disguised in an extra layer of reference to this material. Also, that episode is probably 30 years old now, which is probably older than most of the people watching this stream right now, so, you know, there's only so much you can be expected to know. I was there. I was there when the ancient words were cast. Fun fact, The Simpsons and I are almost exactly the same age. It started in 1989, and so did I. So whenever I need to remember what godforsaken season of The Simpsons are they on now, it's just how old am I? That episode aired on February 9th, 1997. Oh, okay, okay. A little later than I... Really, the Poochie episode is from, like, season 7 or 8? I would have thought it was more around, like, the 4 through 6 range, but my chronology is not perfect. Oh, he's getting healed. Which one of you motherfuckers back here is a priest? There you are, you fuck. Kill the chanter, which will get rid of the minions. Nope. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Now there's a timely reference. Almost as old as my Simpsons reference. Okay. 9 more skeletons. Bite the dust. What is this thin line? Oh, this must be the aqueduct they were talking about. Does that really span the gap? Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting. I guess there's somewhere you can get up onto it. You can get all up-ons. Just an elder Gen Z. 40% of The Simpsons is 30 years old now. Yep. I mean, you're sort of correct. Any of The Simpsons that's not at least like 30 years old is, well, okay, not fully 30 years old, but you have to go back a long time to get to like actual worthwhile Simpsons, basically. Most of The Simpsons is just... Most of The Simpsons is very low quality, multiple unconnected plots that barely resolve and celebrity guest star driven nonsense nowadays, which is very sad, because they did have something special at one point. Okay, yeah, this is the place I was. I got that beacon already. Most of The Simpsons is slime mold. That's another quicker way to describe it.
I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after the burrow.
I always would stop watching around season 8 through 10. Yeah. Season 8 is, by the time you're around season 8, it is noticeably not as good as like the absolute peak, but there's still some merit to it. Season 8 still has some decent ideas. The episodes are not as tight, but they're still trying. And if nothing else, Season 8 does have a very, an episode that is significant in that it's the, it's like one of the closer times The Simpsons ever came to doing like a very special episode where they, you know, address some social issue or whatever, in that they basically do an episode that has, that addresses like gay panic and the, you know, and the basic message of just, hey, did you know gay people are okay, actually? Which was a message that needed to be said in 1997. And so I would say 8 is at least... 8 still has some stuff that's worthwhile. Around 9 and 10 is where they really start to just, like, phone it in. Most of their best writers have left, and they start doing shit like that episode where it's like, what's the plot of the episode? All the bag boys at the grocery stores are on strike. Wait, no. By a third of the way into the episode, we're changing plots completely, and actually, the Simpsons are going to Africa. And that's just like the formula they settled into of do some random shit, and then do some other random shit. It doesn't fucking matter. That's when it gets really sad to watch. If you're old enough, as I was not at the time, but am now, to appreciate how stellar the writing was in the early stretches of The Simpsons, when you see shit like that, you're just like, oh my god, it's fallen so far. This is upsetting. Which season is the guy who shouldn't have talked about his client's illegal meeting? I don't remember what season that is, but it's from a mid-single-digit season, I'm sure. The plot of that episode is it's the one where Bart inadvertently exposes Krusty the Clown's massive tax fraud, and gets his career and livelihood is ruined as a result. Krusty's is, and so Bart is immediately remorseful about this. But then Krusty fakes his own death and pulls off insurance fraud in order to reclaim his money, which is really funny as a way to resolve that dilemma and get back to the status quo. But yeah, no, that's, they call up his, they call up a guy at his Cayman Islands Incorporated tax shelter, and that's where you get the, I'm sorry, I couldn't possibly divulge information about that customer's secret illegal account. Oh, crap, I shouldn't have said he was a customer. Oh, crap, I shouldn't have said it was a secret. Oh, crap, I certainly shouldn't have said it was illegal. It's too hot today. I've heard it's pretty watchable again now. I've heard that several times, and admittedly, I haven't gone to the scientific rigor of seeing for myself, but I sort of suspect that's copium from people who are aware that the show's reputation has been in the gutter for decades, and you know, there's some interesting contrarian viewpoint to be given in saying, oh, but actually it's gotten better again recently. I don't know. I suppose I could watch a sampling of very new episodes to see, but I don't really want to do that.
Stand back.
I just don't. I'd rather live with the version of The Simpsons that lives in my memory, and wish that they had called it quits while they were ahead for artistic integrity. It was nice while it lasted, yeah. It was never gonna last, though. It was such a flat, like, flash in the pan's not the right word. It was a real lightning in a bottle situation of the crew of writers they put together and the frankly insane output they managed of just how much consistent quality for like 22 episodes a season for season after season. Like, no one could keep that up indefinitely.
It's better left alone.
I'll do it. Simpsons show just ate a bunch of Frogurt with potassium benzoate. That's another one I enjoy quoting for sure.
The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become.
If you live long enough, if you either die a hero or you wake up and discover the villain. Just getting sick mid-conversation.
Our veins still spread beneath the soil. Our heart is still wood.
Thank you, Marius. Very anytime, Chief. Clipping that, by the way. Thank you. Thank goodness. I'm not overly worried. Last entry in the journal of a dead person. Do you sell toys? We sell forbidden objects from lands where men fear to tread. We also sell frozen yogurt, which I call Frogurt. Well, I need something for my son's birthday. Perhaps the young man would enjoy this. Take this object, but beware, it carries a terrible curse. Well, that's bad. But it comes with a free Frogurt. That's good. The Frogurt is also cursed. That's bad. But you get your choice of topping. That's good. The toppings contain potassium benzoate. That's bad. What a wonderful extent. It's, yeah. The thing that most distinguishes the writing of classic era Simpsons is Simpsons is the sheer speed at which the jokes come, the sheer density of them in the script. Classic era Simpsons was never satisfied to just use a scene to tell a joke. You always got, like, it was always clear the writers had like 5 different jokes they came up with, and they came up with a way to string them all end to end, so it's like you're getting 1, 2, 3 combo punched in the face by joke after joke in a way that's just insane. The amount of work that went into every one of those scripts.
Be careful, traveler. The Tusks are friends to no one. Should you need help, I am happy to lend it. Are you by Nanduru? Are you the Adiran envoy? I think I know already, but what brings you out here to the Tusks?
I don't think I want your help. Something about your face is weirding me out a little.
Our garden, the one across the Sea of Acid? That's not what I was expecting. I would have bet good coin that you were here on a trade mission.
Something about the mouth animation also is not doing great with the voice acting for this particular model.
Wait, you mean you don't know?
You mean you
We
don't
let a
know?
caravan through a few days ago. First caravan we ever let through from anywhere, actually. I've never known anything like it. They had so many wonderful things. Food, linens, medicine. They had a letter from your ambassador in Paradise, too. And when I saw you, well, you get the idea. Wishful thinking. Yes, just a few nice words about wanting to reach out to us. Wanting to offer us nice meats and...
Better his letter than
Anyway. Yes, our laws have always forbidden trade. I would. It might make the Tusks rare ore, incredible metal. Well, actually, I'm worried about the caravan. Maybe that's what They left along the main. In the convoy, there was a dwarven woman. Yes, but what I'd like most is
You
to just
liar.
know she's safe.
Yeah, you like her.
Thank you, envoy.
Guess she doesn't meet many new people out here.
Alright, well, we can't let Forbidden Yuri remain forbidden, so we're gonna have to save them for sure. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. I am wandering aimlessly at the moment, which is fine, but I could do that for an indefinite amount of time. Yeah, tell you what, let's go back to this camp real quick. Let's take stock of the upgrade situation real quick. I was talking about this earlier, but because enemies of a higher tier just have massive damage reduction against lower tier weapons, there is nothing more important than upgrading my gun as soon as possible. So we're gonna go hard in the paint on that right away. Unfortunately, the breakpoint that matters is getting it to the next tier, so we're gonna need to do that some more, and we're gonna need more Adraban. Get this up to legendary quality. And what does it take from there? Glasswood branch. Oh, okay. There might be a 5th area. Or maybe the garden is like a sub-area of this, because Glasswood branch and Bloodwrithe Toadstool are not part of the upgrade path through Superb. So that implies there's somewhere else those are gonna drop. Interesting. And we're gonna break down these, because we don't need them. Yeah, okay. And we can upgrade our armor too while we're here. Just a little. Okay.
God.
Let's just talk to our companions until they're done having things to say, and then we'll call it there.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back.
Would Marius be better if he had Archibald voice lines, replace his lines? Archibald from what? From Pro ZD skits? Or are we talking about a different one? Pro ZD. I think that enemy got the point. I don't think it would matter if the words were the same. I'm not interested in what these people are talking about, Envoy. Fuck you.
The tusks seem harsh and unforgiving, but I learned to survive here. Don't worry. I'll make sure you do too. I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself.
Say what you will about Marius as a character, he's got the beard that other guy wishes he had, or the mustache, I should say. What could have possibly driven you to live Solace?
We'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway. Pleasant dreams. Never thought I'd be going back to Galawain's tusks.
Relax. We won't embarrass you too much. Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here. I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever
It really
leaving
is
the
fit.
tusks.
Yeah, no. That's Brandon Keener.
Didn't
I
must have been drunk.
I recognized the voice immediately, but I had to look up who it was to place it. I don't think I've actually heard him in anything other than as Garrus Mass Effect and then this. I'm sure he's in other stuff, but I've never picked him out in anything between Mass Effect and now.
Right. Our sacred duty. To talk nicely about the garden once in a while. And
As
spend
a
the rest
mirror,
of our
does his
time
face
bickering
scaling have
among
weird
ourselves.
reflections when he speaks?
Just don't understand how that could be so important. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil...
I think I see what you're talking about. I think it's just because if he scrunches part of his face or tilts his head slightly, he's catching the light from the fire at an angle he wasn't before. Like how, you know, because they're all slightly mirrored, a small adjustment in a mirror can make the light, like, play across it really noticeably. It doesn't look quite like I'd expect for that. It's probably not, like, perfectly top-notch rendering on the graphics, but it looks like... It doesn't bother me at any rate.
Yeah, strength through striving.
Very strange how just his nose and frontal brows have weird highlighting.
And usually to escape
Well, he's got it on his lip too, and a bit on his cheeks. I think it's just about where the different parts of his face are angled.
Different matter entirely.
It's the front-facing sections of the middle of his face. Once you get up onto the brow or off to the sides, it's not pointing at the light in a way that will catch it that way.
Never. The Pargrunan of Solace are notoriously suspicious.
Yeah, Marius is that problematic D&D whose character doesn't want to go on the adventure.
Place,
yeah,
Solace's
almost
real
exactly.
It's got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out. Good luck finding a soft spot to bed down.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
Fear exposes weakness. I cannot afford to appear.
Fear is not weakness. Fear is strength biding its time. I believe
Unless you shit your pants and
the
die
first time in
first.
ages that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement.
That is an unfortunate
But
fantasy
deep
name
down,
to
I
have
was
these
afraid.
days. Which one?
Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Yeah, that skeleton's long gone. Damn, I missed my shot.
The only power he had over me was the power I surrendered. Since we met,
Well, yeah, but it's not
everything I
spelled with a
believed has
Y.
been proven wrong.
It's Giata,
That the
not
island can be
Giata.
controlled, that I alone can fix it.
It's
Even
Italian.
my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me. Well, it puts things into
Apparently he's also in Red
so
Dead
tired of
Redemption
being
2.
afraid.
Which means he must have a
I need
voice
to
that doesn't
accept
sound
my
like Garrus, because I played a
or
lot of that
embrace
and
them.
everyone, hey, that's
Even
Garrus.
if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine.
It's phonetically close. I suppose that's true,
Perfectly
yeah.
fine.
If you're not familiar with Italian phonemes, you might think it was Giata. But that doesn't bother me none, because I'm not from the generation that says that anyway. I wouldn't know a Giat if it Giatted right up to me, cheekily. Just try not to be wrong. Don't fuck it up!
Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these
Aram is
little
not
moments.
bussin', nor is he cooking. Nope. I do not cook, I ponder.
Until next time.
I ponder, I ideate. From time to time, I might even scheme. I might theorize.
Dust stains out of your clothes.
Indulge perhaps in a bit of speculation. But cooking? No, sir.
Wonderful advice for the future, dearie. However, I still have a dust stain on my pants.
Right. Great.
Alright. We save it a game. We quit it to the main menu real quick. So I have this lovely thing to play us out on. Yeah. I might stream more of this. I might not. It's possible if I stream again, I might be like, anyway, I'm at the final battle. So, you know, part 2 of my extremely clip show presentation of Avowed, at which you will get very brief, confusing glances into the plot. And I'm probably gonna stream Arena this weekend, like I was saying. Probably Saturday, if I were to guess. Because I don't really have 2 streams in a day in me, and we're doing Danganronpa on Sunday. Which will be on Jello Plays Games at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. Yeah, I'll probably stream MTG Arena. And before too long, Monday after next, we should be back with Gathering Cards on Magic the Gathering, or on Surprise Round if you want some Magic the Gathering content. Thank you for the stream, Tom. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Thank you for coming, Megan. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, all.